Welcome back, nail queens, to my jelly tip beginner basic series. This is video 2 of the series, and it is sizing your jelly tips. Sizing is very important to make sure that your jelly tips fit correctly and that they last you a long time without lifting, and that you get the right fit for your nails, because honestly, not all jelly tips are created equally. That's not a bad thing. It's just that means there's tons of options out there for different types of nail shapes and widths and lengths, all the things. So there's something out there for you. It just might take you a little to either fit the jelly tip to your nails or find a different brand that has something that fits you better. If you're new here and you have no clue what I'm talking about, I definitely recommend checking out the first video in the series where I talk about all of the tools that you need in order to do jelly tip application. Check out that video after you're done watching this one to make sure that you're squared away and you got all of the tools you need for when you're ready to tackle taking on jelly tip application. A key part to using jelly tips and making sure that they last long is making sure you have on the right size. In order to do this, you need to fit these jelly tips to your nails and make sure they fit sidewall to sidewall. Not every brand has the same size range. You'll notice that this box here from the Painted Desert has 15 sizes. It goes from a 0 to a size of 14. To get started, I'm going to pick out a size that I think will fit my thumb. So this is the size 2. It's the third largest size here in the Painted Desert sizing for this shape. So I'm just checking to make sure that this will fit from my sidewall to my other sidewall, so on both sides. I want it to fit the widest part of my nail. So you may notice that my nail starts to taper the closer to the free edge it gets. That doesn't matter. I want it to fit the widest part of the nail. So I'm going to go through and fit all of these tips to every single nail. Mind you, there are times when the tip won't fit your nail or the curve of your cuticle area perfectly, and you will have to either file it in or go up or down in size. My middle finger is a perfect example of having to customize a tip to fit the nail. So you'll notice that the top row of tips in this box have flat cuticles, and that is because these tips are designed for thumbnails. However, my middle finger is large enough that it could be a thumbnail. So the only size that fits my middle finger from sidewall to sidewall is a larger sized nail. So I try to go up in size, and you'll notice that the larger size does not fit me sidewall to sidewall. It is too large on each side, so I'm going to have to size down to a smaller size, which still has a flat cuticle, and I'm going to have to customize the cuticle area to best fit. So you'll notice here my cuticle area is more rounded, and the cuticle area on the tip is flat. I'm going to customize it later on to show you how I can turn it into a more rounded cuticle. So I continue this process for every single finger until I find the perfect size for every single finger. After I've found all the sizes that I need, that's when I go in and I customize and do any filing that may be needed, which for me is only on my middle finger. The rest of the tips fit my nails perfectly fine. I want to stress that you do not want to force the tip down on your nail to make it fit. So when you place it flat on your nail, it is totally okay when you turn it to the side if there is a gap right there. The reason why that's okay is because we're going to fill that gap with builder gel. You do not want to force the tip onto your nail to make it fit from sidewall to sidewall. The gap is a good thing. Now that I've picked out all of my sizes, I need to customize the middle finger to best fit my middle fingernail. So you'll notice here the cuticle on the tip is flat, but the cuticle on my actual finger is more rounded. It's not a perfect circle, but I have to customize it anyways, or else I'll have a little gap there from the tip to my cuticle. So what I'm doing is I'm taking the finer side of my hand file and I'm filing in the sides where the cuticle is. I don't file the top too much because I'm trying to make it more circular. If I file the top and I'm not rounding it out, then I'm going to make it more flat, which is exactly what I don't want to do. However, if you have flat cuticles, so they're just straight across and not so rounded, but your jelly tips have rounded cuticles, you're going to have to do the opposite of me, where you're going to have to flatten out the top instead of rounding it out. So this process is going to look different for everyone because our nail shapes and our finger shapes all look different. So just slowly go and shape them until it fits your nails, and keep checking routinely because you don't want to file off too much, completely ruin the tip, and then have to throw it in the trash. So just go slowly, place it on your nail, check again. If you need to file a little bit more, then go ahead and file, but constantly check to make sure it's fitting. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that answered all of your questions. If you have any questions that are left unanswered, or you wish to learn more, or there's something I just didn't think of covering, definitely ask it down in the comments below. Let me know, and I'd be more than happy to help you guys out. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!